right, big day. We're about to go in the water. Splash day. Got Beth over there watching nervously. Leaving the boatyard. Should do it. All right, guys, just got the boat back in the water, and we got over to the slip, and I realized there's a bunch of water in the bilge. Not good. So let's see what we can find down here. Right, coming down, looking in the bilge. I think you can see or not, but the whole bottom's full of water down there. Right here, I see water coming in this pipe. Oh yeah. I think that is coming from, shoot, the packing. Probably, hopefully. Well, let's see what. To make matters worse, the new bilge pump is not working. It ran for like a minute and then it popped the breaker. Let's get down here and see what we can find. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see this or not. I'll show you where the leak is. I found the leak. It's not good. We might have to come back out of the water. It's leaking bad. It's where I put the cutlass bearing in. There's a fiberglass tube that the prop shaft goes around. Apparently when I shoved the cutlass bearing up in there and tapped it in there, apparently it broke that tube loose from the glass. It's leaking around the actual fiberglass tube that goes through the back of the boat. It's not the rubber boot, it's not the packing. It's the fiberglass tube, so there's no way to patch that in the water. Let me show you how bad it's leaking. Or not, but that's a pretty bad stream, and that is coming directly from that fiberglass tube. So, not the day I wanted. The rubber part is the boot that goes around the tube to the packing gland. Well, behind that is the fiberglass tube that comes through the back of the boat. The water is actually coming around that fiberglass tube, so it's broke loose from the fiberglass tube to the side of the boat. So yeah, no way to fix it without taking it back out of the water. All right, the panic's over, luckily. I found the problem. It was a pretty serious problem. Apparently, when I cut that cutlass bearing out, I used a Sawzall. If you go back and watch that first episode, you'll see how I did that. Well, apparently I cut through the prop shaft tube on the very bottom side, so there must have been a small little line there I cut through, and it was letting a lot of water in. So I was already in the water. I didn't really know what to do. The boatyard already closed. So I went to Walmart and got some of the Starbright epoxy stick, this stuff here, and you just mix it together. Let me show you this stuff. Just mix this stuff together for 5 minutes, and it'll actually cure underwater, it says, even with water on it. So that was exactly what I needed. So I shoved it into what I think is the hole, the line, the crack, and it quit leaking. Not a permanent fix, but hey, it'll get me through the night, so I'm a happy guy. So next project is I'm going to take fiberglass resin and matting and clean all that paint off first in the gel coat. Then I'm going to take that matting and wrap it around that tube, and that'll get hard, and that should be a good repair. I'm comfortable with that. So always exciting on a boat, but hey, could have been worse. I had my Beth brought my dive mask. She brought the dive compressor, the hookah. I was going to get underneath there and try to put some silicone 5200 something around the prop shaft to you know, try to keep the water from coming up the prop shaft. But and if the water we're in right now is very dark, it's nasty. It's a brackish water. I didn't really want to get into it, but hey, I would if I was planning on it. So glad I didn't. I got the fiberglass all cleaned up. I got got it all dried up. Anytime you work with fiberglass, it has to be completely dry. So that was a challenge, but I used brake clean and the air compressor. Got all the water stopped with the epoxy, and I put that fiberglass matting around the tube, and I put it up to the side of the boat around where the tube goes, and I filled it all in with fiberglass, and I actually poured resin down over it all, and I'm pretty confident in that. So let me show you what I got. So way down here is my repair. I was able to wrap that tube with fiberglass and matting and resin, and it actually went up the sides here and filled in what I thought originally was the leak, which I found out it wasn't. But hey, just in case, I went ahead and you know, coated it with glass too. So pretty confident in this fix. Could have been worse. And now I'm going to adjust the rigging. I got to put the rig back on the back lines. We're taking off for the travel lift, so everything's loose. So I got to start from pretty much scratch. So I'm going to set my tension on the front and rear stays, and then I'm going to center the mast, and I'll show you how I think we should do it. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it. Everyone has a different way, but I don't know. I'm going to pick a simple way and do it my way. We'll see what happens. Here we go. All right, and what I've been told is to stand under the mast and look up and see if it's straight, front to back. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I was told maybe a little lean to the back was a good thing. I don't know. This is a random guy in the boatyard, and he's drinking Modelo's, so who knows? But hey, he probably knows more than me. And it is angled to the back a little ways. Yeah. And then from the front, it looks like it's off a little bit. So they're not adjusted yet at all. So I'm going to center up the mast first, and I'll show you what they told me to do. So it looks like it's not exactly straight side to side, but I'll show you what the random guy at the boatyard told me to do. He said take your halyard and measure down to the rub rail or to the stanchion or somewhere you'll know it's fixed on both sides, and make it touch. He said good enough from there. You're not racing, you're just going cruising. So I don't know, he seemed like he knew what he was doing, so works for me. Let's give it a try. All right, so I got my halyard down, and what I'm gonna do is everything's loose except the front and back stays. So I'm gonna take my halyard down here. Let me turn the camera. I'm gonna bring it over to the stanchion base, and see there, it's just touching the base. The other side is about 2 inches above the base. So I'm going to adjust that side tighter and try to bring that mast over to center up. All right, so this is what I've read to do. Like I said, no expert, as you guys know already, but I'm going to pull this. You just wrap it around the cable, and you pull this until you get to this line, and then you read the scale. I know I'm on the wrong side, but it's about 38, 39, 38, somewhere in that range. And that tells me I'm at the right tension. So both shrouds, the main shrouds, reading the same thing. So in the front and rear, and the mast looks pretty straight, I guess. So now I'm gonna do the smaller shrouds and try to get those adjusted the same. I just looked up. Speaking of doing the shrouds, I am not even close to being straight. Hell, I was straighter than that when I started, I think. So I guess I'll do the lowers and see if that straightens it out. All right, so it all sounded really easy, but I'm about 3 hours in now, and it's not going so good. Yeah, every time I move one thing, it does something else. So I've got them pretty close. So I'm getting there. Every time you turn one turnbuckle, it completely throws off the other side, which you gotta know, but I thought I could just make them both match on each side. And I did that, but then all the other ones are completely out of whack after that. So I'm not going to waste the time showing you guys, but this is taking a while, so I might have overestimated this project. So I'll get back with you. Right, I think I got it further along than I was, that's for sure. It just, the trick is just going a little bit at a time. A little adjustment, it makes a big difference somewhere else. So the numbers that I came up with, I can't really find the exact numbers, but you know, some of my lines, like my force stays, I'm setting those
at around 800 pounds. That's what I came up with, give or take. And then my stays are, the bigger ones are 680, and then the 7/32 are 480, and then the smaller ones, 3/16 are 350. So I don't know, I've looked everywhere. I've asked AI, I've looked at all the Cape Dory forums. That seems to be a good number-ish. I don't know, man. It's they seem pretty good to me. I use this little gauge here. I just pull them tight until it says that. What can I say? If you guys know me, it'll work or it won't work. So let's hope it don't fall down. I'll bore you one more time with this stupid tune, this rig tuning. Had all my numbers dead on. Everything was great. Thought, wow, I got this. Let me take a picture of how straight my mast is. Turn around and look, not even close. Here we go again. It was a little frustrating day today. It took me a while to get that done, I'm not gonna lie. That was a little more than I thought. But hey, when you have bad days and you're on a boat, you could be at work. So I get to do what I want out here and enjoy life every day, playing around with boats. So you know what? Life could be worse. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And as always, life's good.